So in today's video, I'm going to take you through how to share your Microsoft 365 business email calendar. And we're going to do this via Outlook.com or Outlook webmail or Outlook.cloud.microsoft, however you refer to it. So to get to Microsoft through the web browser, if you open up your favorite browser or preferred browser and go to outlook.cloud.microsoft, and that will take you directly into your email. If you type in outlook.cloud.microsoft/calendar, like I have here, that will take you directly to your calendar. If you go to your email or mail instead, just on the left-hand side, you'll see the calendar icon. Just click that icon and that'll take you to the calendar. So there's a couple of ways to access the sharing and permissions. There is next to your calendar, the three dots. If you select that and select sharing permissions, or the easier way to do it is up in the menu, you can select share calendar here. So it's important to note that if you share with someone internal to your tenant, so someone that is within your organization, usually, you will have the ability to give them view access or edit access. Now, depending on how your Microsoft 365 account or tenant is set up, if you're trying to share with someone external, you may not have the ability to give them more than view right. So they may not be able to edit your calendar. So in this example, I'm going to share with someone internal, so someone that is part of my Microsoft 365 tenant. So I've added the email address of the user or person that I want to share my calendar with. And now I have the option to choose what kind of permissions I want to provide them. So we have three different view settings and then a couple of edit settings. In this case, I'm going to select to give them edit permissions to my calendar. And now all we're going to do is click share. And that's done. So I can now close that. Now, if I want to change those permissions at any particular point, all I've got to do is come back to shared calendar and then change the permissions that I've already applied. I'm now logged in as the user who has received the invitation to the shared calendar, and I have received this email notification. As you can see, I have the option to accept the invitation on the top left here. Now I'm using Outlook Classic, so it may appear slightly different for you depending on how you access your email. So all I'm going to do is click accept. As you can see, it's accepting for me. And now that's all done. So if I go back to Outlook and go to my calendar, the shared calendar should now appear. So on the left-hand side, you will see the shared calendar. So all I have to do to now include that calendar in my calendar view is click on to the left of the name, and that'll add it to my calendar. Now, depending on how you like to have things set up, I like to overlay. So what I like to do is right click on the heading here and left click on overlay, and that will overlay the two calendars together so they'll appear as one. Now, if you're not trying to manage multiple calendars for yourself, then maybe this is not necessary. Maybe it's someone that you just need to view and see their activities and what their availability is. Then maybe you don't want to overlay their calendar. Completely up to you. So if we now want to remove access to that calendar, all we need to do, as I said before, is we'll go back to webmail and we'll select shared calendar. We will delete that shared access and that will remove the access for that user. Now, just one more thing to note, as you may have noticed before, that if I go back into the share calendar option, you have the option here inside your organization. This is where you can set your default permissions to your calendar for anyone within your organization. You have the same settings, same options, or most of them. So by default, it will be set to can view when I'm busy. You can change that to not shared or provide additional detail depending on what that default access to all users, to all people within your organization. All right, guys, I hope that is helpful and will come in handy one day for you. Take care. Cheers.